Assalamu alaikum, peace and blessings. I pray that all is well and everyone is in the best of health and spirits. It is your sister, Denise Renee Muhammad, and brother Sean Ali coming today for our self care Saturday edition of the Health and Wellness Power Hour. And our topic today is going to be being anabolic, the foundation of growth and life. So, welcome,
Mm.
welcome, and thank you all for tuning in. And as you come in, please share the video. Share the video. Sharing is caring. Brother Sean, assalamu alaikum.
Oh, well, Alaikum Assalam, sis. Beautiful, beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful.
How's your day going over there?
I couldn't ask for a better day. I'm alive,
That's right.
and right, and that's it. That's the best. That's the
Right?
best. Right, 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 right,
Alive
right,
and well. So
right.
let's get into our topic being anabolic. Let's start right there.
Mm.
What is define anabolic for our audience that may not have never heard that word, don't know what we're talking about?
Right. Also, and this is something that is right up the alley because um when we're looking at our body, right? We are energy. So we process energy. That's how we live, grow, and develop, right? So our biochemical energy processing is all of that is classified under metabolism. So when we hear that word metabolism, that's the classification for all of those biochemical processes that happen inside of us that keeps us alive, right?
Right.
So in this, we got two categories. We got your catabolic, which is responsible for breaking down. When we put things in our mouth, this is the process, or when we intake anything, the process of breaking that down happens in that catabolic state. Now,
Okay.
so because the metabolism is two main categories. This is the process of breaking down, and then anabolic. This is the fun part because this is the growth part. This is the building. So
Right.
when we are looking at these two speeds, because it's easier to digest it these are two different speeds. So when we are putting something or intaking the catabolic gear or speed, that's responsible for taking this material apart, right?
Right.
So our bodies can use it. Now, once we have breaking this down, now the anabolic state, this is where you take that. So you eat something, you're releasing the energy, you're breaking down those molecules. The anabolic state uses that material, uses those molecules,
Right. Got
right?
you.
So this is the growth. When we hear these terms, growing, aging, the decay of life, this is revolving around the anabolic state. So what we want to do is we want to control the anabolic state. So when we're looking at this, hormones is how our bodies communicate. So there
Right.
are hormones that are involved with both of these states to help them do their processes. So the hormones involved with the anabolic state, you got estrogen, look, you got testosterone, you got human growth hormones, the HGH, and you got insulin.
Right.
Okay, now on the catabolic state, so we can see the comparison. Can you see this writing, sis? Is it
Yes. Yes. It's
okay?
clear.
You got adrenaline, you got cortisol, You got glucogen, and we got cytokines. So these are the hormones that are involved in allowing these processes to develop. So when we're looking at the catabolic state, this is the state of intake. Remember, I have always said that eating is a stressor.
Right.
Because your body has to use and expend energy to break down this material, right? So these are the hormones that are involved. Okay, so look at adrenaline and cortisol. What are these? These are the stress hormones. If you look up stress,
yes,
the hormones that are associated with stress is adrenaline and cortisol.
Cortisol, that's right.
When you look up inflammation, the hormone associated with inflammation is cytokines, right? Because cytokines are a response. So when your immune cells are attacking a virus or pathogen or bacteria, the cytokines, when those cells are attacking it, it releases cytokines, like it releases interferons that are messengers, and they go and help to attack and prevent the spread of that virus bacteria. So cytokines, and they help to cause inflammation. So your body can keep that right there where it's at, because the purpose of inflammation is to keep something in or out. So cytokines will trigger your body to produce inflammation to keep that enemy right where it's at, to lock it in.
Wow. Boy,
okay, so
that
if
is
you're
amazing.
Stuck, but listen, if you're stuck in catabolic state, your body is producing cytokines. So when they talk about inflammation buildup, and it's not necessarily the food that's causing it. It's you're stuck in a catabolic state. So the other one is glucogen. This triggers your liver to release glucose so you can have energy to get through this process. Because remember, the catabolism, or being catabolic, breaks down. So your body doesn't use the energy until it's here.
Right.
So your body will produce these hormones to get it through that process. So it will produce adrenaline and cortisol to get it through that process. It will produce glucogen to help release glucose so your cells can have that energy to get it through that process. It will produce cytokines, inflammation, to get it through this process. Now, when we are looking at this, anabolic, this is the fun side. Anabolic, this is where your estrogen comes from, right? Listen, you can't be a woman without estrogen.
Right.
I can't be a man without testosterone. Yes, I know they develop from my brain and are matured through different parts of my body. But the gear that my body has to be in, I have to be in an anabolic state in order for my body to produce testosterone. In order for your body to produce estrogen, you have to be in an anabolic state, because these are the hormones for being anabolic. Because listen, you just broke down what you ate. So this is the usage. So it's turning that material into estrogen. It's turning that material into testosterone. Human growth hormones. Your body doesn't stop producing them. You turn off the switch. Because being anabolic, one of the hormones of anabolic is human growth hormones.
Right.
Okay, listen, insulin. It's not what you're eating. Because some of those diabetics, they are eating to live and they still have an insulin problem.
Hmm. Speak on that.
The, listen, the hormone of being anabolic is insulin.
Wow.
Because your body has to produce and release that glucose while you're catabolic. Because your body is breaking down, not using. So when you're catabolic, your body is producing that glucogen or glucagon, and you can't. This is the shut-off switch. Insulin is how you regulate that blood sugar, but you have to be anabolic in order for your body to be producing insulin.
Right.
So
Wow.
we wanted to talk about being anabolic, because this is the foundation for growth, for life, for healing, for you being the man or woman that you are.
Right. Right. And so
So
explain, Brother Sean, how to get in that anabolic state again.
there's a few ways, and it's all natural. The three ways that are the significant: rest, exercise,
Rests.
and whole food. This is how you get into an anabolic state. Now, how do you stay in a catabolic state? Lack of rest, lack of exercise, and eating junk food.
Right. Doing the opposite.
Doing the opposite.
Right.
So when we are looking at, and this is important because you hear doctors and specialists and other healthcare providers, they'll talk about growth hormones. They'll talk about estrogen, testosterone, how these levels are affected, what they do to you, right?
Right.
And how all of these external influences can impact that. But this is internal. See, this is up to us in our lifestyle to determine what gear we in. Because if you exercise, you're going to put yourself in an anabolic state. Because now your body is going to use what you broke down, because you put it in a deficit, and it has to recover. If you get rest, your body will have the time to figure these things out that you got inside of it, because you're not using it, right? So now your body has a chance to be anabolic because you're not using it. Catabolic is us using it.
Moving something, huh?
Right. Whole foods. We eat something that's manufactured, processed, right? When your body breaks that down and takes it apart, you have toxic material and toxic energy. So when we eat junk food, fast food, we're at the time where we know the difference between good food and bad food, right?
Yes,
so
yes.
we all know the things on that back, sodas and stuff like that. When we put those things in us, it prevents us from being anabolic, because our body doesn't know what to do with that unnatural material.
Wow.
You feel? So
yes.
If you eat something whole that you grew yourself, that's natural, your body, that's why your body just it doesn't stay in your stomach long.
Exactly.
It doesn't stay in your system long, right?
Right.
See? Because your body can immediately, it went to anabolic and it used it.
Right.
Right. So these three factors, that's the easy. Let's just make it easy, because these are the major ones that take us away. You feel what I'm saying? So to keep us there in this, we control. We gotta understand that yes, okay, our being us, the foundation of that is being anabolic. You're gonna get your estrogen, you're gonna get your testosterone, you're gonna get your human growth hormone. Listen, man. So if you
Right.
are in a state that you need growth, I need them. I appreciate I need them.
Right.
This ain't something
Yes.
that I just said or was just discovered for the sake of, oh, let me say something interesting to my people. No, this is something that I am practicing because this is the fountain of youth.
Right.
This is how you, if you look up aging, this you're going to find anabolic. You're going to find estrogen, testosterone, human growth hormones, and your body's ability to regulate its insulin.
Right.
You feel so this is, I mean, I pray that those listening, man, can understand the significance because this is our life and our death. So when we're looking at how to eat to live, particularly while we are going through the fast, the national fast, and
Right.
things like that, right? How do we give our bodies the energy that it needs that that we would normally get from food? That's where a lot of us struggle at because we don't understand these two main gears of our metabolism. Your doctor will tell you about it. You can hear boost your metabolism. That's
Right.
see now when you look at your metabolism is two main categories. It's not boosting it, it's switching gears, switching
Right.
speed. It's from going from being catabolic to anabolic. So
Anabolic.
now I can grow, I can develop, I can live.
Right.
So, Sister Denise, what you got for us in the family is very significant because what you have can help us control these three factors,
It absolutely.
right?
Rest. You definitely rest.
Right. But you
You
got
know.
something that you can smell that'll make somebody get up too and get a little
Right.
like, man, I feel like
Mm,
moving. It ain't
yes.
like it might not that it's giving you energy, but it makes you feel like getting up
Feel
and
good.
moving.
You want to get up. Right.
Right, right, right. Because the
Yes.
opposite of exercise is sedentary. I'm sorry, go ahead, sis.
Yes. No, I was gonna say in the rest category.
Mhm.
A lot of some people are you suffer from insomnia, so you're not
Yes.
getting enough rest, and your body is not repairing itself when you're supposed to be getting that rest. So, cedarwood essential oil is a
Okay.
natural sedative, and it's great for getting that restorative sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And it also stimulates your pineal gland to release that melatonin so you can get that good night's sleep and then wake up refreshed and feeling good and ready to conquer your day. And then with exercise, peppermint oil is
Yes.
good because it helps you to breathe deeper. So when you are exercising, you'll have a little bit more stamina, and it is also refreshing and uplifting and all that as well. So those two essential oils are definitely two that you should have if you have trouble in any of those categories.
Mm-hmm.
S-
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
You know,
And and the whole foods, well, the oil won't help you eat whole foods, but it'll help you control your
yeah,
cravings
craving, right,
for those
right.
unnatural foods.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
because those are the ones have all those ingredients that get stuck in your body.
Hmm.
Because your body doesn't know, so it can't go into that anabolic state because it
Right.
doesn't know what to do with this stuff. It doesn't want to use it because your body considers this as poison. So your body will cause inflammation to keep it in your gut.
That is wow.
Listen to me.
That's
Being
so powerful.
See,
Oh my
we think
goodness.
it's the food. Okay, yeah, look, okay, it's cause and effect. It's your body will is geared self-preservation, right?
Mhm.
That's the first law of nature of life, not
Right.
of what we do, because we can do things against that. But
Mhm.
our cells are created under that law. So if you put something toxic or poison in your body, it will make you throw up. It will make you have bubble guts and you'll runny. You know, I mean,
Right.
because these are your body wants to expel these things. It want to get it out. It because it considers it poison and toxic, and it's designed to save itself. So when you eat something that your body doesn't want or need or considers poison, it will produce inflammation, these cytokines that
Mhm.
will cause your body to create inflammation to keep that right there.
Right.
But if we don't know how to switch gears, then we get stuck. We get stuck. You can't grow old if you're anabolic. Listen, man, you
Mm.
can't,
Come
because
on.
your human growth hormones are in the anabolic speed. Listen,
Speak on that for those that may not know about the human growth hormones and what it does, the significance of that.
that's where um it's a part of that self-preservation. It's a
Mm.
part of that. Our bodies are designed to be perfect. I mean, a lot of us don't like that type of language, but when you look at the cells, they go through four stages: meiosis, mitosis,
Right.
apoptosis, and necrosis, right?
Mhm.
So apoptosis is when it senses something wrong and it goes through a programmed death to prevent that cell from developing into the wrong. So it will break down that cell into little bitty parts so your body can get rid of it. And
Mhm.
that's catabolic too. That's under, so that's a part of that, the metabolism and what
Right.
happens in our body. You feel me? So because the breaking down process is catabolic. So when we understand this, we can control our bodies, which controls our life, our growth, our development. So the
Right.
human growth hormone, that's like our stem cells. They we have the stem cells, which are blank master keys.
Mhm.
They can be replicated into any cell inside of us, right? They
Right.
so it's like, how do you either lose that or how do you not have it? Because if I
Right.
got stem cells, why do I got messed up cells I can see? Like I ain't even gotta look inside of me. I got some cells right here that could be replaced, I
Yes.
okay.
Right.
So it's these speeds. This is the biochemical actions in our body falls under metabolism. That's
Mhm.
two stages: catabolic, anabolic. So if my human growth hormones are being in the anabolic and I'm not growing, you know,
Right.
I must not be anabolic. I gotta be stuck
Yes.
in the catabolic. So
Right.
this is easy for me to control because it's my lifestyle.
Right.
Am I resting? Am I exercising? Am I eating whole food? Look
Foods.
how easy it is
Right.
for us
So
to
ask
control.
yourself those three questions. What am I
Man,
doing more of, you know?
right. But we don't, I mean, and for us to understand this, I'm not taking away from no healthcare professionals, education, practice, skills, or none of that.
Mhm.
But We can't keep saying that the body is created to heal itself. We can't keep saying that it has stem cells and human growth hormones, and we don't experience it. You
Right.
like, we can't say that like it doesn't apply to us individually, because I want those things to apply to me, man. I need that in my life. You feel me?
Right.
Like, so, but when we look at why it doesn't, it's right here. I'm in one of these two gears. The hormones associated with being catabolic, adrenaline, cortisol, the stress hormones, glucagon, cytokines, right?
Excited.
So listen, you can't help that. You can't pray this. You can't. I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from prayer, but
Right.
this is how you switch gears, or this is how you get into that gear. You don't rest, you don't exercise, you don't eat good. You can't you can't supplement that. We have to do these things, but they're easy. Get up, move something.
Move something.
Let me take my ass to bed.
Right. Stop trying to pull those all-nighters.
Hey, let me
Yes.
go buy some bag of seeds and let me plant something so I can
Right.
have whole foods in my life.
And that sounds really easy, Brother Sean. That maybe that's too easy.
No, it's trust me. Trust me. I apply these science, these everything that I'm saying, I can show practice on. I research,
Right.
I develop, and I keep records. You know that, sis. I'll send you
Yes.
screenshots or pictures of
Yes.
my researches. I'm like, man, I'm over here getting busy.
Cracking
So
Adams over here.
I have several things that I document, and I'll be like, I'm gonna make myself sick to see if this works. So
Yes.
I do try to see what works and what doesn't, and I try it on myself. But this is how our body works. So we got two choices. I can do what I want to do, or I can do what my body is created to do, and I can live as long as I want. So when you
Right.
hear me say, well, I used to talk about the 300-year life challenge.
Yes.
See, that's not impossible. When the Honorable Elijah Muhammad talks about there's no set time for us to die, he said we kill ourselves daily by what we think,
Mm,
eat, and drink.
that's
If
right.
you don't think right, you're not going to get rest. You're going to be restless. Your mind, man, I can't shut my
Racing.
mind off.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Man, all praise. Listen, it's this is not psychobabble quackery. This is
Right.
anatomy. This is the high science. Matter of fact, this is not even high science. This is simple anatomy. We at
But yes,
anatomy 101 because
101,
we
I
want.
learned that taking
Mhm,
my aromatherapy classes.
mhm, mhm, mhm,
Yes.
mhm. Now we do have some high science for those that want to go to next other courses and other levels. Like I said, we got the 300-year life challenge. For anyone that wants to get into higher sciences, we do definitely have some over here for you. But
Right.
even with the book, since you got your books,
Yes, I do. Yeah. This one's going to help you control your thoughts, your
yes,
mind, writing my
yes,
life, creating my mental wellness, you know, self-help book. It's a workbook. You got to work through it. And
mm-hmm,
that's
mm-hmm.
on Amazon. And then my other book, well, the one I have right here with me,
Right.
Top 10 Essential Oils to Prevent the Cold, Flu, and Allergies, taking preventative measures with your health, protecting yourself.
Mm,
Yeah. And then
that's awesome.
Healing with Sister Denise, that's my new book. Let me show the
Yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 definitely.
let me bring it up. Yeah, that one is available on Amazon right there.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Healing with Sister Denise.
Come on, man.
Essential oils for your wellness is going to teach you how to create blends. I share some recipes in there and just teach you how to use different blends for your health and wellness.
Hmm. Hmm. That's so you cannot take yourself out of anabolic. So when you can look at an external therapy that doesn't use your digestive system, you are you're not just helping yourself, but you're strengthening yourself.
Right.
Because when you eat, you're catabolic. It's stressful. It's producing adrenaline, cortisol. Your body
Right.
is producing the. And if you are trying to heal, recover, balance.
Mhm.
Now we're not. So it's if you already have one of these pre-existing conditions, right?
Right.
That those words that your body is one of the reasons that your body is in the condition that you are in. Listen, when you have to switch gears, you have to cause your body to be anabolic. The same way you cause your body to be catabolic, because
Right.
you feel you have to cause your body to be one of these two. And it's based on the things that you choose to do. So if you choose
Hmm.
to get rest, if you choose to exercise, if you choose to eat whole
Whole
food,
foods.
you will switch that gear and your body will start to operate as you hear it's designed to heal, it's designed to repair. You'll start to get those growth hormones, those stem cells, that estrogen, that
Right.
testosterone,
Wow.
your
And
insulin levels. Yes.
brother Sean, talk about fasting. We were talking about that and how fasting causes both of those states.
Oh, yes,
Remember?
yes, yeah. And that's the unique thing about fasting, because when you are not eating, you still are using energy, because your heart has to beat, you have to breathe. Those cells of those tissues
Right.
require energy. We measure energy in calories. So when you don't eat from fasting, your body will turn catabolic and break down the material you already have in you. So let's say you are obese, right? And you want to lose weight, right? Your By not eating, your body will go to those storages inside of you, break them down. That's what catabolic is. Break them down to release that energy so it can have energy to keep living. This is why you lose
Mhm.
weight when you fast, because you're switching that gear to being catabolic. Now, as your body is breaking down this material, it's using it also. So even though you haven't eaten, right? If you still exercise and rest, your body will be on that both of those gears. So it will break it
Right.
down and use it, break it down and use it, break it down and use it. Break. So now you're on that, and you haven't put nothing in you. So this is all what's happening inside of you when you fast. So this is why the longer you fast, the slimmer you look, the
Right.
lighter you
You
feel, and you
feel
haven't
right.
eaten right. It's just because your body is finally using what's previously in it, right? So that's the beauty of fasting with rest and exercise. I mean, like, we want to fast, but we also gotta, like I said, we gotta shift that gear. If you
Right.
don't rest and you don't exercise, you're not in anabolic,
Anabolic.
right? So when we are looking at, and when that concept of fasting first came, it wasn't no obese people. I mean, yeah, like we didn't have a lack of exercise because people walked. They had
Right.
camels, and it wasn't cars, it wasn't trains, it wasn't planes, it wasn't the hoverboards. So you had to
Right.
move, and right. So you had to exercise. It wasn't a lot of stress. People rested at night because you didn't have street lights and all. So when it became night,
Exactly.
you went in
Right.
and you rested, and when it became day, you went back out. So our lifestyles were more healthier when
Less
we didn't have
technology.
these.
Right.
Right, right. So and that's I just want us to understand, to take a look at this, because this is your metabolism. This is how your body works. Once we know how it works, now we can use it. That's the takeaway
That's
message. It's
right.
empowering you. So if you are stuck somewhere, if you don't know how to rest and you got that racy mind, Sister Denise said, what, the cedarwood?
Cedarwood. Yes. That's
You can
good for
diffuse it.
resting. Diffuse it, apply it to the soles of your feet. I like to do
Mm,
that at night.
yes.
Yes, and just take the top off
Mm, mm,
and inhale.
mm.
Simple as
Wow.
that.
Wow.
That's it.
Exercise. You don't feel like getting up. Man, I don't really feel
No
like
energy.
it.
Get that
Man,
peppermint
come
oil.
on, man.
Take the top off of that peppermint and just inhale. And
Ooh.
it's also going to go to that satiety center of your brain
Mm,
so you won't overeat or feel like, have
mm.
some type of craving. Just inhale it. And it's going to
Wow.
help you to breathe deeper. So while you're exercising, you'll have more stamina.
Wow. Awesome.
Yes, cedarwood is for sleep,
Mm.
Sister Maria. Yes, ma'am.
And for those that, I mean, I do this show is for us to enlighten, but for those that don't know, I do have the Supreme Health and Fitness by Sean Ali.
Yes,
I do have a business. We do this like, um we have some books on all of this material that we
right.
discussed to help you, so you can have the science at your home. You can go at your own pace. We got the books on exercising, the books on sleeping, um, on your immune system, understanding your immune system.
Right.
We got the wow factor, so you can learn how to use sleep medicinally, right? Because if you
Mhm.
go to sleep and you wake up and you're not better, then you didn't do it medicinally. I'm not going to say you didn't do it right or wrong. I'm saying you didn't do it medicinally. So if
Right.
you want to learn how to go to sleep and wake up and be like, wow, woo, the wow factor,
Yes.
yes.
Creating your womb of wellness. Wow.
Man, look, I'm trying to tell you. So
That's what it
that's the
stands for, the womb of wellness. That
womb
wow
of wealth,
factor.
the wow
Wow.
factor. So you can wake up and say, wow, wow.
I
If
like
you've
that.
never, yeah, if you've never experienced that, and if you look at the title real quick, um, it's a prescription pad. Because if
Yes.
your doctor can look at you and tell you haven't been getting rest, and they will put on your what you do at home, get rest. They will tell you
Right.
eat whole foods and exercise. They will put that on your paperwork, on your discharge
Yes.
paperwork.
Papers.
Okay. They telling you this is how you switch your body to live. This is the foundation of health, being anabolic.
Wow.
That's the gear for you to be the woman you are, for you to be the man you are, for you to grow, for you to live, for you to be healthy, strong, to grow young, stay young, grow young. All of that is up to us. This is the
That's
science,
right.
man. Mm.
That's it. That's beautiful. 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 Yes, this has been great, Brother Sean.
Yes.
Yes, and all of his book, Brother Sean's books are on Amazon as well, or you can contact him, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You can get it. Yeah, contact me or they're on Amazon.
Yes. All right. Well, we're going to wrap it up. This has been a beautiful exchange.
Awesome.
Thank you, Brother Sean, for sharing,
Uh,
sharing and caring.
yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Any last thoughts?
No, thank you, sis. I appreciate you. I appreciate the family. I appreciate. I love our people, and I'm just trying to show love. That's all.
That's right. That's right. All right. With that being said, family, we're going to close it out. If you listen to this on the replay, share the video with somebody that you care about. All right. Assalamu alaikum.
Well, alaikum assalam.
Peace.